Welcome to our study called Say You're My Sister. And we're looking at Genesis 12, 10 through 20. This is our third week looking at the largest section in Genesis on the patriarch Abram. We started seeing some of the themes that will continue to be reviewed and explained as we walk through the rest of the book. The problem of evil and sin is an undercurrent in the background of the story, but also there is the promise of the seed that will crush the head of the serpent. Both those themes are working its way throughout this entire book. The need for salvation and the explanation of where it comes from, how do we have salvation, the expectation that's coming through this line of people is a theme that repeats itself through Genesis up until really the preaching of John the Baptist. Last week we saw the call of God as he chooses and sends out Abram from his family and homeland and on a journey of faith. God gave the command to go, and God gave promises of blessing. What Abraham left behind would pale to the blessings that awaited him. God established a covenant, and it was a covenant of grace. And Abram was chosen to be the participant. We saw Abram stop at Shechem as he worshipped the one true God in front of pagan idolatry. He further moved through Canaan and built another altar and called upon the name of the Lord there. There was public worship to the Lord, where so many had lived apart from God. And so we come to verses 10 through 20. So far we've seen great faithfulness in Abram and his forefather Noah. He did all that God commanded him, just like Noah. Yet the life of a follower of God is not always spent on the mountains of glory. Sometimes the path leads us into the valley of the shadow of death, and sometimes that's our own fault. This is one of those times where we see a valley in Abram's life. He was following God, but yet there was maybe some doubt there, maybe some fear, and some, I don't know, God, what's going on? Not sure what you're doing. So he's counting on the blessings, counting on the promises of God, but yet there's still that, Lord, I believe, help my unbelief moment there. And so we'll see that in the life of Abraham here.